I'll never forget that morning 3 years ago. I was standing in my kitchen cracking 2 eggs into the pan like I had every single day for months. I felt proud, you know? Everyone always said eggs were nature's perfect protein, the gold standard. But then my neighbour Sarah, who's 67 and stronger than people half her age, looked at my breakfast and said something that stopped me cold. You know, there are foods out there with 4 times more protein than those eggs, right? I laughed it off. But that comment stuck with me, so I started digging. And what I discovered absolutely blew my mind. Those 2 eggs I was so proud of, they only give you about 12 grams of protein. Meanwhile, there are everyday foods sitting in grocery stores right now that pack 30, 40, even 60 grams of protein per serving. Foods that most people over 60 have never even considered. Here's the scary truth. After 60, we lose up to 8% of our muscle mass every decade. That's why your legs feel weaker, why climbing stairs gets harder, why a simple fall can change everything. But it doesn't have to be this way. Today, I'm sharing the top 10 protein powerhouses that make eggs look like child's play, ranked from good to absolutely incredible. Before we dive in, drop a comment and tell me, what's your current go-to protein source? And how's your energy been lately? I read every single comment, and your stories always inspire me to keep making these videos. Let's jump right in. Number 10. Cottage cheese, low fat. You probably walked past this in the dairy aisle 100 times thinking it was just diet food. But cottage cheese packs 11 grams of protein per 100 grams, nearly double what you get from eggs. And here's the kicker. It's what nutritionists call a slow protein. That means it releases amino acids into your bloodstream gradually, feeding your muscles for hours. My friend Janet, who's 72, started having a half cup of cottage cheese every afternoon. Within 6 weeks, she noticed she wasn't getting as tired during her evening walks. The reason? Cottage cheese is loaded with casein protein, which helps prevent muscle breakdown while you sleep. The best part? You don't need to eat it plain. Mix it with berries, stir it into smoothies, or use it as a creamy base for dips. Just make sure you're getting the low-fat version. All the protein benefits without the extra calories your body doesn't need. Number 9. Almonds, raw. Here's something that'll surprise you. Ounce for ounce, almonds contain more protein than most people realize. We're talking 21 grams per 100 grams. But it's not just about the numbers. Almonds are packed with vitamin E, which protects your muscle cells from damage, and magnesium, which helps your muscles contract properly. I started keeping a small handful in my car for those afternoon energy dips. Within a month, I noticed I wasn't reaching for sugary snacks anymore. The protein in almonds helps keep your blood sugar stable so you don't get those energy crashes that make you feel older than you are. Pro tip, soak them overnight if you can. It makes them easier to digest and helps your body absorb more of the protein. Chop them up and sprinkle over oatmeal, blend into smoothies, or just eat them straight up. Your muscles will thank you. Number 8. Black beans, cooked. Don't let anyone tell you plant protein isn't real protein. Black beans deliver 15 grams of protein per 100 grams, plus they're loaded with fiber that eggs simply can't match. That fiber helps slow down digestion, which means the protein gets absorbed more steadily. My cousin Maria, who's 68 and still gardens every day, swears by her black bean soup. She makes a big batch every Sunday and eats it throughout the week. She told me she has more stamina now than she did 5 years ago. The secret? Black beans contain all the amino acids your body needs to repair and build muscle tissue. They're incredibly versatile too. Throw them in salads, mash them into dips, or add them to soups and stews. If you're buying canned, just rinse them first to get rid of the excess sodium. Your heart and your muscles will both benefit. Number 7. Tuna, canned in water. This is where things get serious. Canned tuna in water contains 30 grams of protein per 100 grams. That's more than twice what eggs give you. But here's what makes tuna special for people over 60. It's rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which fight the inflammation that breaks down muscle tissue as we age. I remember my grandfather eating tuna sandwiches well into his 80s. He was sharp, strong and independent right up until the end. Now I understand why. The protein in tuna is what scientists call complete. It has all 9 essential amino acids your body can't make on its own. The key is choosing tuna packed in water, not oil. All you need is a can, some lemon juice, and maybe a little olive oil. Mix it into salads, stuff it in whole grain wraps, or eat it straight up with some crackers. Simple, effective, and your muscles will feel the difference. Number 6. Chicken breast, skinless. Okay, this one isn't exactly a surprise, but hear me out. Chicken breast contains 31 grams of protein per 100 grams, and it's one of the most bioavailable proteins on the planet. That means your body can actually use almost all of it to build and repair muscle. My neighbour Bob, who's 74, meal preps chicken breast every Sunday. He grills 6 pieces, seasons them differently, and eats them throughout the week. He told me he feels stronger now than he did in his 60s. The reason? Chicken breast is loaded with leucine, the amino acid that tells your muscles to start growing. The secret is in the preparation. Don't overcook it. That makes the protein harder to digest. Marinate it in lemon juice and herbs, grill it until it's just done, then slice it thin. Add it to salads, wraps, or just eat it with some vegetables. Your muscles will absorb every gram. Number 5. Lentils, cooked. Here's a protein source that's been hiding in plain sight. Cooked lentils pack 25 grams of protein per 100 grams, plus they're loaded with iron, which helps carry oxygen to your muscles. But what makes lentils special is how gentle they are on your digestive system. My friend Dorothy, who's 69, had stomach issues for years. She couldn't handle heavy meats anymore. Then she discovered lentils. She makes a big pot of lentil soup every week, and she says it's like fuel for her body. She has more energy, better digestion, and she's maintained her muscle mass better than friends her age. Red lentils cook fastest, but green and brown lentils have a heartier texture. You can add them to soups, make them into patties, or eat them as a side dish. They're filling, nutritious, and your muscles will love the steady stream of amino acids. Number 4. Peanut butter natural. This might shock you, but 2 tablespoons of natural peanut butter contain about 16 grams of protein. But here's the real benefit: it's convenient. You can eat it anywhere, anytime. No cooking required. My Aunt Helen, who's 71, keeps a jar in her purse. Sounds crazy, right? But she spreads it on apple slices when she's out, or stirs it into oatmeal at breakfast. She says it keeps her from getting weak between meals. The protein in peanut butter is released slowly, so it feeds your muscles for hours. Make sure you're getting the natural kind, just peanuts and maybe a little salt. None of the added sugars or oils. Spread it on whole grain bread, mix it into smoothies, or eat it straight off the spoon. Your muscles don't care how you get it, they just want the protein. Number 3. Sardines, canned. I know. Sardines aren't exactly glamorous. But listen to this. They contain 35 grams of protein per 100 grams. That's nearly 3 times more than eggs. Plus, they're loaded with calcium for your bones and omega-3s for your brain. My friend Frank, who's 76, eats sardines twice a week. He mashes them up with a little lemon juice and spreads them on crackers. He says it's the best investment he's ever made in his health. He's stronger, sharper, and more energetic than men 20 years younger. The key is finding ones you actually like. Some are packed in olive oil, others in water, some are smoked, others are plain. Experiment until you find your favorite. Your muscles will thank you for the complete protein, and your bones will love the calcium. Number 2. Quinoa, cooked. Here's something most people don't know. Quinoa isn't actually a grain, it's a seed, and it's one of the few plant foods that contains all 9 essential amino acids. We're talking 14 grams of complete protein per 100 grams. My cousin Lisa, who's 65, replaced rice with quinoa in all her meals. She says it's like switching from regular gas to premium fuel. She has more energy, better recovery after exercise, and she's actually gained muscle mass while losing weight. The protein in quinoa is so complete that your body can use it just like animal protein. It's incredibly versatile too. You can eat it hot like rice, cold in salads, or even for breakfast with berries and nuts. It has a mild, nutty flavour that goes with everything. Your muscles will get all the amino acids they need to stay strong and healthy. Number 1. Spirulina powder. This is the one that changed everything for me. Spirulina powder contains 57 grams of protein per 100 grams. That's nearly 5 times more than eggs. But here's the incredible part. It's 85% protein by weight, and your body can absorb almost all of it. My friend Margaret, who's 73, started adding 1 teaspoon to her morning smoothie. Within a month, she noticed she wasn't getting winded climbing stairs. Within 3 months, she was lifting her grandchildren again. The protein in spirulina is so concentrated and bioavailable that a little goes a long way. You don't need much, just a teaspoon a day. Mix it into smoothies with fruit to mask the taste, or stir it into yogurt. It's like giving your muscles a direct injection of everything they need to stay strong. Some people call it a superfood, but I just call it smart eating. There you have it. 10 protein sources that make eggs look like amateur hour. From humble lentils to powerful spirulina, these foods don't just add protein to your plate. They help you maintain your strength, your independence, and your quality of life as you age. You don't need to eat all of them. Pick 2 or 3 that appeal to you and start there. Even small changes can make a huge difference over time. The key is consistency. Your muscles need protein every single day to stay strong. Which one are you going to try first? Drop a comment below and let me know. And if this video helped you see protein in a new light, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more nutrition tips that actually work. Hit that bell icon too, so you don't miss our next video. Remember, staying strong after 60 isn't about luck or genetics. It's about making smart choices every single day. And it all starts with what you put on your plate. Thanks for watching, and here's to your health and strength.